crap. And we are live. Welcome, everybody, to yet another Worthless Solid Cast. Today, we are going to be discussing E3, and I've brought a shitload of people to do that. Right now, we're going to get right into the intros, starting with Mr. Alex.
What's up, everybody? Oh, no, it's Alex. I am part of the Press Start podcast. You can check me out every Thursday at 8 p.m. If you want to check out my channel and talk about video games, ADD, ADHD, and lifting, I'm your fucking guy.
Next up, Jay.
Hey, what's up, guys? Jay Fonzarelli here. Nobody really knows me or gives a shit who I am. I do YouTube videos and do some podcasts and stuff. Yeah, that's about it.
Gotti
360. I got nothing for you. Check me out on YouTube.
Irishman.
Grim Glenn. I haven't got an intro. There you go.
Blaze.
Blaze 4K. Go sub, baby.
Dumars.
101 Dumars. Who gives a shit?
Joshua.
Yep.
True that. All right. Links to all their channels will be in the description after this video. If they say something funny, feel free to go and subscribe. If they say something gay, go and
subscribe, then unsubscribe.
Do whatever.
Dislike the videos.
All right. So the topic today is going to be E3. I'm sure there's going to be no shortage of shit to talk about, especially given the amount of people in this podcast. So first off, let's kickstart it with Mr. Alex, Mr. Long-Winded. Let's get right into it.
That's
you
right,
give
baby.
us your overview. Okay, your overview.
You want an overview?
As quickly as possible about E3, what you thought about E3. Let's go. Let's run.
Microsoft 5 out of 10, Sony 6 out of 10, Nintendo 7 out of 10.
Oh, sweet Jesus. It's going to
Oh
be
my
like
God.
7.
Mario!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
okay, Grim Glenn. That's how we'll do it. Launch your
Bethesda 1, Microsoft was the worst just because I expected something from them and they didn't deliver.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it. Everyone else was irrelevant.
Nothing to say about Sony?
Nah, Sony was boring. Just rehashed what it did last year. I've seen it all before.
Right.
I got time for that shit.
Okay, Blaze?
Subpar by both. Honestly, Ubisoft won E3 because of that girl alone. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
That girl did look good. Sweet God.
She called
You see that girl, Dumars?
Who?
The girl that was singing at the Ubisoft conference?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh,
You didn't see it?
shit balls.
No.
Dude, her ass.
Her ass, dude, her freaking thighs and
Her
waist.
thighs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Revenant, yeah,
Don't
that's what I
tiny
like.
for those thighs. That's
I
very
seen her
rare.
thighs too, but I want
Dude,
ass.
she was pushing those pants to the fucking limit, bro.
Yeah.
It looked good. It
And
looked
she was pretty. She had a pretty
I
face,
rewatched
too.
the video like 3 times.
Yeah.
I'll have to look it up.
Dumars, let's go.
Sony won because they actually had one exclusive that actually looked good. That Days Gone,
Uh-huh.
and Microsoft brought nothing.
God of War didn't look good to you?
Oh yeah, God of War looked good. Yeah, that
All
one
right,
too.
so
I
it's 2.
I didn't see the last like 15 minutes of the E3 though of Sony's.
Spider-Man didn't look good to you?
I think that was in the last 15 minutes because I never saw that one.
All right,
Mhm.
got it?
Microsoft was trash. Sony was decent. Bethesda won. Nintendo, who cares?
So you
Except for
got
Metroid. Metroid, that was decent. Metroid.
Stop it. So you got nothing to say about Sony rerunning the exact same conference as last year?
You know what? They didn't even have to. Why would they have to try? Why would they have to try? They didn't need to.
Jay?
Yeah, I thought both conferences. I'm just going to talk about Microsoft and Sony because that's the only ones I really care about at this point.
Okay.
I think they both were subpar. Of course, what everybody's saying here, I think that Sony themselves just running back the same show as last year, same old shit. We've seen it already. For Microsoft, I was expecting a lot more. You know, Rev, I even DM'd you and even told you it was going to be a great show. There was going to be some surprises.
I know. I
Nothing,
remember.
bro. I was so high on Microsoft this year, and it was a big letdown, and it led into Sony being a letdown as well. Just, you know what? If I had to grade them, C- for both at best.
C-? That's a pretty good score for somebody that was disappointed.
Because there are
As
some
much
games
as you
that I
were.
am looking forward to. There are games out there that do look promising, but again, you know, it's nothing that surprised me.
Yeah, but how do you rate them the same though? You thought they were even?
Yeah, they're both sucked.
I thought Microsoft was way worse.
Well,
I was literally laughing the entire Microsoft conference at those.
I look
trash
at the situation like this. When you look at the conferences and how they paced, how they moved along, how many games they showed, I give credit to Microsoft for that. Even though if most of these games aren't games that I like, if they are exciting some people out there that are into indies and these multiplats they're showing, that's awesome. So I give them credit for that. I'm looking at, I just basically rated them on a scale on the shows themselves. So C- for both. That's, it's fair to me.
Joshua?
The only thing that as far as the exclusivity for Xbox or PlayStation, I didn't see anything that caught my eye other than what they showed last year. God of War still looked as good as it did last year, but as far as the multi-platform and shit, the only thing that got my attention was Anthem. That was it.
Mm-hmm. That's it?
Yeah, that's it, bro.
You're a Destiny guy anyways.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, we're going to take this off the rails. I'm not going to go down the lines. We're just going to jump in. You got something to say, just say it after I say it or after somebody else says it. Let's just go on with the conversation. I hear background noise.
I do too.
Okay, Jay, I'm going to have to go ahead and disagree with the point you just made because a lot of people say that. I've been seeing that a lot with the conferences. Like somebody will grade. Why am I getting background noise?
Somebody's
playing
playing the video. Sounds like
Okay, somebody mute
playing
that sound or turn it down, please. All right. A lot of people were saying on the internet that, oh, just because you don't like the games doesn't mean other people like them and this and that. So they'll in turn alter their score. I've said it once, I'll say it again. I don't give two shits about anybody else when I'm watching a conference. I care about me in the games that I want to see. If they launch a bunch of games, I'm not going to sit back and go, oh, well, I'm sure there's some people out there that'll like it. No, it's I don't like it. Therefore, the conference sucked balls. That's how I look at it.
Yeah. Well, if that's the case, honestly, I would have gave both of them an F.
Boom. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
That's
now,
the real written.
You're giving Sony an F, but why? Because they not have any exclusives?
They didn't surprise me with anything new. Like, I could care less. Look, Shadow of the Colossus was a great game back on the PS2. I don't want to replay the game. It looks beautiful with this remake, but so what? At the end of the day, they didn't give me anything to really sink my teeth into. Yeah, God of War, they showed that, and it looks amazing. Spider-Man looked amazing. Days Gone looks to have a story. I'm excited for it. However, we've seen these games last year. Like, they didn't surprise me. So,
but given the competition, that's 3 games that are set to be badass games. I don't see these games disappointing, even though the QTEs and Spider-Man, that better get cleaned up. You know what I mean? The fighting looks awesome, but the QTEs looked annoying to me. Microsoft, what are you looking forward to them as far as console exclusivity goes? Is there a single title?
They didn't show me anything yet that is exclusive.
There's not a single title, so wouldn't that mean that Sony wins? Just because they didn't show you nothing new, but they still showed you 3 games that we're going to have.
Yeah, they at least have something coming.
When I go into an E3, my grading scale is based on what I want to. I need to be surprised, dude, by something. They need to do something. The fact that Microsoft ended with a multiplat was a complete fail to begin with. Like, seriously, Anthem looked amazing. I want to see that game. I want to see more of it. It's what Andromeda should have been. But, I mean, seriously, it's a multiplayer. Most of the games they showed were console launch exclusives, which means timed exclusives, people, not exclusive. And it boggles my mind that some people out there, the way they set up the show was designed to make people think that all these games were actually exclusive. And when they showed Anthem, there was people thinking that Anthem was exclusive. I was arguing with people on that.
In reality, how many games were exclusive?
Yeah, that's the ploy they do. That's why they pay to show it on their E3, so they, dupe people into thinking that they are exclusives.
How many games were exclusive?
It was 22. There was 22.
No, exclusive to the Xbox platform. How many games are
it was
exclusive
22.
games?
22.
There's 22 exclusive games, meaning they're not on any other platform.
PC.
PC.
You
and
talking Windows?
Yeah.
So the thing is, when you're talking about exclusive, do you mean because Microsoft does own the Windows platform? So people can say, well, it's still exclusive because you're on a Microsoft setup. But then Cuphead is on Steam. Other games are on Steam too. So like I was talking about before, Microsoft is looking at making the Xbox One X or the Xbox brand a complete pass-through for PC and for console.
Right. Yeah, I get that. So bottom line, there's not a game that I can play strictly on the Xbox console. That's gone. That's dead. That's never going to happen again, right?
I mean, maybe the next Halo. You never know, man. They might. I mean, who knows?
And
think the
Sony
biggest-
had 3 top ones that we're looking forward to, right? Everybody
And they
can
showed
agree
a
those
lot of
3 ones?
gameplay, though. You know, I gave at least they showed us the gameplay, like a long, that would dude. Days Gone looks incredible. Dude. Like I watched another thing of Days Gone of like they went the opposite way. They didn't do the whole horde with the dam with the water. Like, dude, that game is gonna be awesome. I seen the snow and dynamic weather. That game is gonna really surprise everybody watching. Man, that thing's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I think it is too. All right, let's divert here for a second. Let's address the elephant in the room because this is going to be the biggest topic. I think this is what everybody wants to get to the bottom of. This is why we were so hyped for Xbox's E3, the Xbox One Scorpio. Okay, and this is probably going to be a long debate here. Look, there's people in my last video calling me a Sony dick rider. I can't tell you how much that bothers me. Dumars, you know how much I hate that terminology. I am anything but a Sony dick rider, okay?
Well, of all the years we've been doing this, we've been called Xbox fanboys, Sony fanboys. It's like, no, we will critique each corporation, when it seems fit. And it's like, and then whenever you say something bad about either side, the other side instantly calls you a fanboy.
Right. But it's like, I've been with the Xbox for 12 years now, Xbox Live, multiple Xbox One platforms, external hard drives, God knows how many controllers, over 100 digital games, over 50 360 games. I have given this Xbox platform, despite them dropping the ball year after year after year, thousands of dollars.
Facts.
So yeah, I was looking for Xbox to actually deliver. They shit in our mouths with the Kinect. They shit in our mouths with the weaker console, with this 900p bullshit when the PlayStation 4 has better looking games every fucking time, and it's annoying. So the Xbox One X, yes, I was looking forward to it. I was looking forward to something to be pushing the hardware of this system, and they showed nothing. In fact, the Xbox One X has been a blatant lie, and I'm going to open up the floor to Alex to go into why.
From the minute that the Scorpio was launched last year at E3, they consistently said things like uncompromised resolution, uncompromised frame rate. We can render at 60 hertz. It's a monster was their mantra. They had how many people put up this fucking chip in their mouth? Like, it's so good. I suck on the fucking power of 6 teraflops. And they're fucking sending Scorpio lollipops to people with scorpions inside and making t-shirts saying, I just witnessed the most powerful console. It's a 2 teraflop difference from the PS4. It's a goddamn upclocked fucking RX 480, which is the same thing in the PS4 Pro, which is the downclocked RX 480. It's the same goddamn chipset. There's nothing fucking different, and it still can't do fucking 60 FPS. It still does goddamn dynamic resolution, checkerboard resolution upscaling. Crackdown 3 is a goddamn first-party game, still can't do 60 FPS in 4K. It's a first-party fucking game.
I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin with it.
Tell the people what dynamic resolution is, for those that don't know. Tell them. Sum it up.
So the game is going to render up to 4K. When the frame rate starts to drop, it's going to drop the resolution so that the frame rate can stay smooth.
Now, why is the Xbox One X doing this? Why?
Because of the CPU. It's a bottleneck. We've been saying that all along, but you got these crazed Xbox fans with their channels telling their subs that it's a custom Jaguar. Microsoft has this secret sauce that's going to take all the load off the CPU. The GPU is a 1070, you know what I mean? The equivalent of a 1070. And then they give it to Digital Foundry to show it off. And what do they pick? They pick a racing game.
But Gotti, what about DirectX 12?
Oh man, baked into the hardware, you guys.
It's gonna be phenomenal. look, I'm all for the Xbox One X, but what I'm not for is morons spreading lies about what it's going to do. You know what I mean? To the masses, man. It's crazy that anyone would even buy into half that shit. It drives me fucking crazy.
Let me give you 4 quotes off of the initial Xbox One launch video, and then whoever, you can take it from there. This is going to be 4 quotes from the Xbox Scorpio reveal. These are quotes. I wrote them down exactly as they were said. Number 1, when we think about the future of Xbox, we think about removing barriers. Number 2, this is a console developers asked us to build. They wanted a console that had no boundaries and had no limitations. Number 3, the highest res, the best frame rate, no compromises. Number 4, you get 4K gaming, true 4K resolution. Somebody talk to me.
Listen,
on,
I was watching.
like,
I was watching the GameStop, and I sent you the GameStop Phil Spencer interview. Have you seen the thing?
I saw it.
Okay, so Phil Spencer says the Xbox One X it's in the lane. It's, you know, the PS Pro, the Slim, and the Xbox S are all in the same group, and then there's the Scorpio. And I'm like,
You know,
what?
Yeah, I seen that, Blaze, where he
Come
said
on,
that
dude.
where he said that the Xbox One S was the what did he say? What exactly did he say? Something along the lines of
Is the competition to the Pro? Yeah, he said the
Yeah,
S
it's
is
the-
the Pro
oh,
competitor,
God.
and the X is something
The
completely
S,
different
the
because
S,
it's a
yes,
true
the S stands up to the
4K
Pro.
console.
Like, what do you
That
mean,
is so
Phil?
stupid, man.
Come on, man.
God, Jesus. Jesus.
The
Two
thing is, though,
more.
he's saying that about developers, like saying that developers are going to program for this console. Listen, if power and resolution, frame rate, and whatnot was all the developers cared about, PC gaming will be the only thing they ever went near. The point is, the PS4 shits on Xbox in every way. From a sales standpoint, there's more units worldwide. The developers are going to.
There's like 2 to 1.
They're going to literally make games for the PS4, and they'll probably make it for the Pro. And if that patch can't work on the X1, they'll not do any further work on it.
There's a guy in the comments.
Dumb.
There's a guy in the comments that said Xbox One X can no doubt do 4K 60 frames on Destiny 2. No doubt about it.
Maybe on the multiplayer, the PvP.
Come on.
The PvP, no, it probably could on PvP, but the whole
Yeah,
game-
PvP, I could go for that, but not the campaign.
No,
Not
There's
if it's
no way.
open world.
Look, it took Digital Foundry less than a week to tell you the truth. That's all I can say
Dude,
about
24
about the
hours.
Xbox
It
One
took 'em
X.
24
If you're not going to
fucking
believe
hours.
Digital Foundry, and these guys, they flip back and forth. 1 minute they love Digital Foundry. Next week they're going to hate them because they come out and told you the truth about Assassin's Creed Origins. You know what I mean?
Look,
now they're going to flip.
Hey, but I gotta say, we are kind of shitting on the X1 here, but we gotta also look at this. This is a third-party developer. I'm sure there's going to be some first-party developed games that are true 4K, okay, but they're going to be at 30, most of them. They'll be
Crackdown 3. That's right there.
Crackdown
well,
3.
fortunately,
Jeff
You
Keighley
hear
did
what
it in
people are
10
saying
fucking
about
minutes.
Crackdown 3?
It's 30
People are
fucking
saying it's
FPS.
ugly as shit.
But
You see
here's
that
the-
article, Ref?
but my point is that they're going to make these games. We've got Gears of War 4, which to me is very linear, but it's still stuck at 30 frames. Sure, it's 4K, but it's 30 frames. My thing is, I am tired of how they're treating the Pro. They've been treating the Pro this way. It's been all about resolution, and Rev's been saying it. I've been saying it. Gotti, a lot of us up here have been saying they're going to treat the One X just like the Pro. The developers are not going to do anything special.
No.
Once they make a game on the Pro and it's 30 frames per second, guys, it's going to be 30 frames per second on the One X as well. I mean, it's simple logic.
And they're going to checkerboard it. You know what I mean?
If they need to, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
They'll checkerboard it. Joshua, where you at? You've been awful quiet over there.
Hey, y'all are talking specifics and specs and all that stuff. I don't know shit about that, bro.
What about the Xbox One? Okay, well, see, that's good because you and Dumars are like an audience that really doesn't know nothing about this type of thing. So is the Xbox One X something you would buy?
Absolutely not.
Why?
Because I've been PS fanboy for years now.
But you have an Xbox
I'll
One,
admit it.
right?
I'll admit it. I'm a PS fanboy.
There you go, baby.
Okay, all right. So hold on. Let me boot Joshua from the chat real quick. Dumars, how about you? Where do you stand on the Xbox One X? Is this worth an upgrade to you?
No, not $500 worth.
Why?
Because I don't think the difference is going to be that much, honestly.
Okay, now hold on. Now I was just at your house the other day watching you play Friday the 13th on your Xbox One console, bro. That is the ugliest game I think I've ever seen this generation on the Xbox One. The visuals are embarrassing.
Did they
Now,
use the
if I
Vaseline?
told you could get this Xbox One X console, and now theoretically you're upscaled to 4K instead of the 480p resolution that it's currently running at 15 FPS. Now it'll be running 30 FPS upscaled to 4K.
Right, he's got a 4K
is that
TV.
not worth the upgrade?
Yeah,
I don't know.
you got the 4K.
I'd
Dumars.
have to see it. I'll let you be the guinea pig. You can buy it. I'll look at it. And I'll make my decision
He's
then.
always doing that shit all these years.
But here's the thing, Dumars. You'll get to play all these nice indies in 4K.
Oh, see, I don't
Oh
play
my
those
God.
games.
Whoa, hold on, Alex, he likes his indies.
Well, we play indie games, Dumars.
We played a couple. Would we play that?
Alien Nation.
Yeah.
That was fun. A Dead Nation. That's fun, man.
Yeah,
Get that
it's
shit out of
very
here. That's
rare.
fun for 10 minutes, and then you're bored.
Yeah, all right, you're right. But it was fun while we played.
I mean, if you're paying a small price for these indie games, 10, 15 bucks, and you're getting a couple hours out of them, they're great. They're small little chunks you can play in between some bigger games. And it doesn't mean they're less games. It just means they're just different.
But
And
Alex,
that's fine.
Can I ask you something?
No, they're less games.
Did we need Minecraft in 4K? Did we need Minecraft in 4K?
This is what I'm talking about, Jay. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, Phil says, "Wait till you see it. Wait till you see it."
Oh my god!
Did you see
I
the
don't need
chick
to
that
see it. I think they at this point,
announced it?
they could have put Minecraft in 4K on the Switch at this point, in my opinion.
I can run Minecraft in 4K on a calculator, man. There's nothing at all. Crazy.
Yeah, what is the point of that, having a Minecraft in 4K so the pixels look exactly square? I mean, what?
You got to get rid of the anti-aliasing on the small little cubes. That's what it is.
Oh boy.
The funniest
boy.
part was when the lady came out to introduce it. She said, "We're excited about the power of the Xbox One X. I give to you Minecraft." 4K.
Yeah, they did have a different mode, Alex. I hate Minecraft completely, but I seen like there was a whole they try to make it look like a realistic Minecraft. For the
Yeah, they
first
gave it
time.
stuff like God Rays. They gave it occlusion. They gave it SSAO. They gave it a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
They did some stuff to it, sure, but it's still Minecraft. You play it on your cell phone. You play it on your tablet. You play it on a PC. You just build shit, and then you're like, look at the shit I built, and you just destroy it, like when you did with SimCity. Same
Because
thing.
when I'm looking at a picture of dog shit in 480p, I think to myself, you know what? This would look so much better in 4K resolution. It's
No
essentially
jaggies,
what that
Rev.
shit is. You know what
No
I mean?
jaggies on the poop.
No jaggies.
Come
No
on,
jaggies
man.
on the poop.
But to be real, when you look at how they've treated the Pro and you see what the Pro does and doesn't do, for 1080p sets, the Pro does nothing.
Nothing.
Does nothing. Okay.
Nothing.
So my opinion is this. It's like, I want to ask the panel. I want to ask the guys, especially the computer guys here, the PC guys, if only 18% of households in America have a 4K TV, why are we pushing these consoles to 4K?
I don't know. Alex, you're the tech guy.
I'm sorry,
Gotti,
repeat that again.
If only 18% of households in America have 4K TVs, why are they pushing these consoles to 4K?
To
What's
sell
the big-
TVs.
That's what I was gonna say.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's the same way. That's the same way they did when 1080p and HDMI first came out. I mean, that's what they're doing. They're pushing everything up. That way, everybody has to buy the shit in order for it to.
That's
what
what
does
it is.
Microsoft get out of that? Do they sell TVs?
They don't sell TVs, but it's easy
It's
to
good
say
for the
that
market.
you have 4K content for your 4K television.
Unfortunately, everybody's running out and buying the shittiest TV possible because I've got guys coming to my channel saying, "Hey, what $400 HDR TV can I buy?" There
And
is
you're like,
like $400 HDR TV.
You buy a $2,000 KS8000 and you suck it up.
Yeah, it's fucking embarrassing, man. That's why this whole jump to 4K to me makes no sense for these consoles. Give me 1080p high fidelity graphics at 60 frames, people. Fuck 4K.
And the thing is, it isn't. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Bro, you say that, but once you play Max
sweet
Payne,
God.
Here we go, Rev. Here we go.
listen,
Hey,
once you play a Max Payne, an old ass game at 4K 60,
Okay,
you'll
stop,
shit your pants and never talk again.
Because you know why? Because you
Never
can play
talking.
ultra settings at 1080p at 60 frames over 4K 30. I'm talking about on these consoles.
Oh yeah.
At lower settings, it's going to shit all over 4K lower
I
settings.
agree.
Shit on it.
Rev, let's talk about the interview we were talking about on Twitter with Phil
Go ahead.
Spencer. What he
Go
said
ahead.
about frame rate.
Go
That
ahead.
article
What do
where
you say
he
about
says
frame rate?
that,
Quote it.
I can't quote it, but I could give an idea of what he said. Something along the lines of most gamers don't care about 60 frames per second.
He
What do you think
didn't
about
say
that?
that.
Oh,
He didn't
he
say
actually said that.
No, he did not say that. Hold on.
Then you quote it, Rev. What do you
I'm
say?
gonna
The
pull it
thing
up.
is, he's
Let me
no.
pull it up.
He
Go
said
ahead, keep
that
talking.
60 FPS is not the most important number when you're looking at something like that.
Let me find it.
And this
No,
is
there was something he said
Most-
about
he
most
didn't
gamers.
say that either.
guys. He said most people don't care about 60 FPS.
He didn't say that either.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
that's-
did. That's what he said, Rev.
That's
No,
what he
he's not.
said. Yeah.
All right. Subjective opinion. It's the only one that matters.
No, he said, "Why do you
Gameplay.
care about 60 FPS?"
Visuals do affect gameplay, not the resolution, though, not in any manner close to the difference a good frame rate makes. Phil Spencer, don't get me wrong, I love frame rate. I love Ori. It's one of the reasons I love playing Forza Motorsport. But you have to go back to what you said before. Most people, what frame rate does Minecraft run at? Meaning, there's a shit ton of people that play Minecraft, and that runs at 30 FPS.
And it's a
I
shit.
know, but if the frame rate is below what it needs to be, and it does vary for different games, they do notice. They might
Yeah, but that's a
identify
shit
the
argument,
problem.
Rev, because
They
what
may
frame
know
rate does my
something's
dick
wrong.
run at? I don't fucking
No,
care.
wait a
I
minute.
want the
And
game to
Phil
run
Spencer
60.
says some people do. Some people just want to have fun playing Lego
So
Batman.
is
So
he
is-
basically saying casuals do not care about frame rate? That's
Yeah.
Let me
basically
ask-
what he's saying.
Basically, is what he was saying.
And
So is he
casuals
the guy?
run
Is he the guy
market.
you want in charge of the gaming division of your console?
Well,
choice?
But
Got it.
Sony's doing the same
frame
thing.
rate.
Got it.
Gotti, Sony's doing the same thing.
It's not just them; it's third-party developers too. They're doing the same thing. It's the same narrative. But it's the point is with all this is the fact that we are getting consoles that us gamers, the real gamers that really like frames, performance, and that sort of thing, we're not going to get that. The casuals run this market, so it's the casuals that are going to run this narrative. That's the bottom line. That's what he's saying.
Do you know what the problem with that is, though? Microsoft isn't the casual market. Sony is right now. Because everyone goes, who's got a PlayStation? And they'll go, everyone's got a PlayStation, so that's what I'll go with.
So then why is Sony pushing more mature rated games? Why did Microsoft have a fucking
I don't know what.
a kiddie show?
Well, the
Saturday
average gamer
morning
is
cartoon
33
show?
years old.
They're trying anything, and they're trying.
They're
anything
looking at
that'll work.
Sony and they're looking at Nintendo with Japan and all the. He went to Japan. Like, it's just. I got to give them credit, dude. They're fucking listen. They're trying, dude. They literally are. Like, I know the games are not what I want, but they're trying. They're trying.
Who's
bro.
trying? Who's trying?
Microsoft. I think they're trying.
How are they
Trying to do
trying
what,
after
bro?
the games
Listen,
they
Trying to
just
run
showed?
themselves into the
Listen.
ground.
Listen.
Did you hear what they said about
Yes.
Crackdown, Blaze?
Dude, Crackdown looks like shit. Doesn't even look the same. I'm just saying, Microsoft does not have enough first-party studios to push these exclusives out. They just don't have enough first-party studios.
And that makes zero sense because they have $300 billion.
But they just
Yeah.
invested. They invested $1 billion into first party recently.
God damn, they've been saying that for years,
But here's the thing. It takes time to make these big budget games. I'll give them that. But the thing is we've been waiting 2 years now, and there's been no new IP exclusives announced. 2 E3s in a row. Unexcusable. At least announce it. Show us something.
Dumars, where you at on all this? You could give two shits, huh?
Not really. I want more.
Let's go into this one by one. Who is buying the X? Is anybody here buying the
Nope.
X?
I
Be
don't.
honest.
My
Yeah.
dumbass. I'm gonna buy it because I
You're
have
buying the X.
I have to have these new consoles. I'm an idiot. Okay.
How
How
much
much
left?
left? Who left?
Alex left.
Yeah, I admit,
Okay.
man. Like when these new big consoles come out, I buy them.
Okay. Who else? Anybody?
Yeah, I'm buying
Nope.
it.
You're buying it, Blaze?
Yeah, you're buying it too.
Have we gotten to me yet, motherfucker? Sit back.
Oh boy.
Damn.
Okay. Anybody else? I know Alex ain't getting it.
I'm not buying it. I have a 1070. I'm good.
There's
Mr.
quick
PC
throw that
guy
one.
over here. Here's the thing. Am I getting it? You motherfucking right, I'm getting
That's no question.
it. Look, here's the thing. I am too wrapped up in this ecosystem, man. I have too much shit that's Xbox. My son is a little Xbox fanboy. He will not give it up. I've tried to convert. He won't. So it's like, look, the guy I like to play with the most is him when it comes to these co-op games.
You should be.
You know, so I'm stuck on this damn Xbox platform. So if that's where I'm stuck, I may as well get the damn best console that they have. That's how
that makes sense, right? The thing you love playing to do is playing with your son. That's not a bad reason to get an Xbox One X. I think that's a pretty valid reason to get one.
It is a valid reason, but at the same time, it's like I don't want to reward these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I don't want to give them my money. I've given them so much money, and they've delivered nothing for this past few years, man. They've let Sony just walk all over them.
Rev, yeah, you're gonna buy the console, but okay, you buy, like, say you and your son the console. What the hell are y'all gonna play? They haven't announced anything worth fucking playing.
I gotta buy games for the Xbox platform that he wants. I gotta get this Call of Duty. I gotta buy Destiny for this.
Lucky's Tale.
You know what I mean? If he asks for that, I'm booting him out the house.
Battlefront. I heard Battlefront's going to run
Battlefront. Battlefront. I don't even care about Battlefront, and I have to buy this shit because he wants it. I can't tell him no.
He might like Cuphead.
Does anybody like Star Wars? Like, I'm not into Star Wars, but it looks good. Like, you know, the game looks good.
Here's the problem with Battlefront 2. Battlefront 1, it was a very pretty game, but the guns had no weight to them. It felt like, shooting those lasers just wasn't, there was no impact behind it. It didn't feel right to me. And I feel that this might suffer the same fate. So the jury's still out whether as pretty as it is.
Dumars, you're a Star Wars fan.
Yeah, I'm hyped for that game.
You're hyped?
I mostly played on the first one. It was what was it called? Heroes versus Villains. It was that game mode. That was the one I usually played. Me and my kid would play that for hours.
Who else is hyped for this game? Anybody?
I think it looks good. You know, they added
I'm
story
my own
mode.
shit.
You're hyped for everything, Blaze. You think
I want to touch on what Alex said earlier. He said that he wasn't buying, he's got a 1070. He's exactly right, though. They got PC, Xbox Anywhere. So their games are on PC as well. What's the point of him going out and getting a One X? There is no.
Here's another thing. Phil Spencer said in his recent interview that consoles is not where they make their money. Is that true, Alex?
Yeah, most game companies make their money through software
Xbox
sales.
Live.
So why is Sony gathering up all these big budget studios then?
Well, because what they're doing. I mean, the thing is what's not true, that the fact that they make money through software sales,
through console sales. Because why did Call of Duty jump ship to PlayStation?
Because Sony bought the market.
10 more consoles.
Because there's 100 million PlayStations out there.
No, because Sony, the rights for Call of Duty were done with Microsoft, and Sony picked them up instead of Microsoft renewing them.
Okay, so why Bungie go to Sony?
Same thing. They bought the rights from Activision.
Well, you also have to think about, were they happy at Microsoft? Was there something going on there that made them move?
If you got a 2-to-1 console spread, you're going to go, let's go with these guys over here, because more people are going to have access to our damn game.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but before you even say that, look at PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. That's why they're releasing first on the Xbox One X, because Microsoft walked up with a check and said, here's the money, you're putting it on my platform first, 6 months later on PS4.
That shit's gonna run 15 frames per second.
But that's what they
PC game, but it's eventually going to the PS4.
It is. Eventually it will, but Microsoft is making the bet that they will make more sales off in the beginning by pigeonholing it to the Xbox One X first, rather than
what game's this?
The PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. So it's why they did that whole thing of console for what is it? Exclusive console launch reveal or some shit like that. Yeah. Really weird. Basically means time exclusive.
It just means it's launching on the Xbox X.
That's all it means. And all they were doing is, that's why Call of Duty went to Sony. That's why Activision went to Sony, because they were like, we're writing you a check. Put it on here first.
Do you have any idea how shitty that game is going to run on a standard Xbox? Do you have any idea?
It's going to be, you're going to play a game like that with a controller. It's fucking horrendous.
It's going to be 30 FPS.
Easily.
And it's going to have the Vaseline filter on there too.
This game is going to be
Vaseline filter
on Xbox.
It's going to have Vaseline filtering on that original Xbox.
Right? It looks good. It looks fun, but I ain't playing that shit.
It's a great game to play.
Getting back to what you said though, Rev, you said that why are these companies going over? if you look at it, of course, there's a lot more PlayStations out there. So if they're making all their money on software, of course, more software should be sold for Sony, because there is a lot more PlayStations out there in people's homes. So of course that makes sense. So when Phil Spencer says they don't make their money on the consoles, while that may be true, if they don't have consoles out there, they're not selling software, which is why they're doing the Xbox Anywhere with the PC. See, I've always said for a while now, I've been saying Microsoft is going to end up going down the PC lane more and more and more, and their boxes are going to become Steam boxes. They're going to be Windows 10 boxes.
Yeah, I think that's what they were going for most, is can we compete with Steam?
That's what they're doing,
You're
man.
never going to compete with Steam. Never.
That may be true, but they'll try.
They'll fail.
All right, let's get off the Xbox. I think that's about a wrap. Anybody else had anything to say about the Xbox before we move on?
I mean, it's small, it's compact. You know, you got to give.
It looks good. It looks the part.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be that small.
It's pretty.
We're going to get the best representations of the multiplats. We will get that. Okay. For consoles anyway, we will get that. So that is the number one reason why I'm going to pick it up, because that's where I'll play my multiplats. That said, it's not exactly what I want.
Right. Okay. Dumars, we're going to start out with you. What games are you most excited for that you saw at the E3 conference?
That Days Gone. What was that? I always forget the name of that multiplat at the end of the Microsoft one.
Anthem.
That one.
That should look awesome.
Battlefront 2. I'm interested in that one. The new Call of Duty, because thank God we're finally going back to World War II type stage.
Amen.
And, I don't know. That's pretty much it, I guess. Right off the top of my head. God of War.
No God of War.
God of War.
Spider-Man?
Like I said, I didn't see that one. I didn't see the last 15 minutes of Sony, so I mean, I'm sure that'll probably be on there. 'Cause everyone else has been raving about it, so
Blaze.
I'm sure I'll like that one.
There's only one game, bro, to start off with. That's Metro. Metro looks crazy, bro. Metro is such a good game. Metro. Listen, when Sony got the rights to Call of Duty, I was like, like Call of Duty's over with. What bad time to get a Sony, haha. But when listen, did you see that with Call of Duty multiplayer? Dude, I'm so hyped for Call of Duty again. Like, they do it every time, and like, I can't believe how hyped. Like, yo, this game looks crazy. Like, they stole the running spear from Battlefield and everything. Like, it looks so good, man. Like, it really does. So I would say Days Gone, Call of Duty, Destiny 2, 100%. God of War, all honestly, I hate to sound like the Sony guy, but all the Sony exclusives look good, dude. I want them all.
Have you seen the actual gameplay, the actual multiplayer gameplay for the Call of Duty World at War?
Bro,
World War II?
Dude, it looks incredible, dude.
No, not the trailer at E3. The one on
it.
Jack Fraggs' channel. Did you see that?
I seen. It wasn't on his channel, but I seen multiplayer, actual multiplayer. Yeah.
That didn't make you think any differently?
No, dude. It's gonna, dude. It's just look. I don't want any weird shit, man. I know what you're saying, Rev, but I just want it back to the all these weird perks, and just let me get a gun, let me shoot, I like the blood, dude. You see all the gore they added to Call of Duty finally, like all that gore coming out.
I saw it in the E3 trailer. On the actual gameplay, I saw none of that.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
Yeah, I saw none of that.
Yeah, I think that trailer was showing you more campaign footage than.
Yeah, probably so. So that's it, Blaze?
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, I want to ask Blaze, what does he think of his VR now? I mean, you can't be happy with that.
Oh, here we go. Good topic, Dumars.
Dumars. Let me tell you. By the way, thank you, Dumars, because I'm gonna add on to that list. Doom in VR, get fucked, everybody.
Yeah, it 480 fucking p.
What?
Looking like dog shit.
Come on, Rev. Until you put on that helmet, bro, and look like an idiot when your girl walks in, don't talk to me, bro. Okay. I'm telling you, Doom Blaze. VR, Skyrim, finally an RPG in VR, bro. Dude, it's a way. Is it been a good investment? Yeah and no, but I'm telling you, it is really cool. And finally, I get to play a full game that I already played before. But still, I cannot wait to play Doom in VR. I'm sorry.
Does anybody else here even have a VR headset?
Fuck no.
Nope.
Hell no.
Okay, so Blaze was the only one dumb enough to do that. Okay. All right, Grim Glenn, games you're excited for.
All right. Well, starting with EA's conference, there wasn't a single game I cared about. Microsoft, nothing. And then Bethesda dropped the bomb, Evil Within 2, which just won the entire show for me. That game looks absolutely amazing. We've seen the extra gameplay footage they've been putting out. It's unreal. Wolfenstein looks absolutely amazing, so that's another game that I'm
Damn, I
looking forward
forgot
to. What was after that? Ubisoft. I like the look of that Skull and Bones, but that's because I like Black Flag, and they've essentially just took the ship combat off Black Flag and made it a multiplayer game, so I'm kind of interested in that. Sony, most of the games I was interested in, but I don't want to say that I was interested in because the next year, like, I want games now, man. I don't like them showing games that every time they showed a game, I was going, this looks absolutely amazing. And then that date showed up 2018, and I was like, I don't care. I genuinely do not care. I don't care if it's early 2018. I want it now. 2017 is the games that should have been shown, but Monster Hunter looks beast. Spider-Man looks good, but I think I'm gonna have the same problem I have with the Arkham series, where you're not killing people, you're just like webbing them up, and I'm not slitting throats. Like, that's not good enough. I want to kill people.
You sick fuck.
What else? What else did God of War looked amazing? I'm ready for God of War, but again, 2018. Days Gone looked amazing, and I was hoping that was the game that would come out this year, but that's 2018 as well. So there was a couple of games there, but the main one's Evil Within. Everything else is irrelevant.
Got it.
Wolfenstein 2. I just finished the Old Blood on PS4, and Wolfenstein is such a fucking beast shooter. Wolfenstein 2, Evil Within 2, Spider-Man, no doubt, God of War, Days Gone, Destiny 2. And a surpriser, Shadow of the Colossus. I never ever played it. I've heard people talking about how good it is. All these years, never played it, so I'll definitely check it out. Look pretty sweet.
Alex.
Wolfenstein 2, Evil Within 2, God of War, Days Gone, I'm kind of worried about. I feel like it might be another Order 1886. I would probably also have to say Spider-Man, even though the QTEs were a little bit heavy. That's going to worry me too.
Yep.
And fucking Mario.
Cricket.
Mario.
Mario looked
What is it
amazing.
about Mario? No, here, okay, let me ask you a question.
Go
Mr.
ahead.
PC guy, Mr. Critique Microsoft because their console's not powerful enough.
Yep.
And then you turn around and play fucking Mario.
That's fucking right.
How does this make sense?
Because Mario and Nintendo is the one company that makes you feel like you're a kid again.
Oh my God.
Well, Microsoft headed that direction.
Microsoft's going in that direction. But I gotta tell you something. When I saw that Mario trailer, it felt like the exact same way I felt when I saw Super Mario 64.
I hear you, Alex. I hear you, bro.
I saw that and I was like, this is exactly what I fucking like. I'm so tired of the brown gray shooter. That's why I love games like The Witcher. That's why I like indie games more now. But when I saw Nintendo really coming through and they're saying, look at this fucking Mario, we did a fuck ton of acid. You're going to do acid too? Get in this fucking dinosaur, motherfucker. And you're like, yes, sir. Not even going to think twice. Like, that game just looks so crazy.
I will say one thing about Nintendo. When Metroid showed up, the logo, because I loved Metroid Prime, like 1, 2, and 3. When that logo showed up, I got really excited. And then my excitement dropped because all it was a logo.
Yeah, they're not even ready.
Studios isn't even working on it.
No, I think just the fact that Nintendo for so long, Nintendo has not cared about Metroid, and the fact that they're doing another Prime game is pretty big. I don't think they're going to fuck it up, but they're releasing another 2D Metroid on the 3DS and the 2DS.
Right, 3DS
so what
is
you
dead.
want is going to be there. But Nintendo, like, I have a thing about exclusives, and I'm trying to make a video about that, but that's another conversation another day. But when you're looking at games that you can't really play anywhere else, that look different, that play different, that are always something new, it's Nintendo. They may not be the most cutting edge graphically. They may not be the biggest thing coming out AAA wise. They may not have the biggest marketing budget. But when you play that game and you play Mario, you have a smile on your face. I don't care how old you are. You're fucking smiling the whole fucking time.
I disagree with that, Alex. I've played.
Yeah, I
Mario.
don't-
I
I
don't
don't
have a
do that.
smile on my
You guys
face.
got to play some
Alex,
good
do you
Mario.
play your Switch? 'Cause
Do you
I
play it
haven't
with-
touched my Switch in a long
So
time.
so check this out. I play my Switch every night before bed because that's what I like to do, right?
Oh god.
So I just play Zelda before bed because it's a really calming. It's a calm game. It's not like
Hey, Gotti,
really
where's the
intense.
mute button at?
There you go. But check this shit out. They made a program. I forgot what it's named. It's called Rain something, and it allows you to use your Switch as an NVIDIA Shield, and you can play all your PC games on your Switch.
I heard about that.
Through your in-home internet. So now I'm like, shit, I can play all 700 games on my PC. I can play on my Switch in the house anytime I want. Done.
Right.
That's
Jay,
legit.
what games did you like there, Jay?
Anthem, I think, was one of the big show stealers. Anthem looked crazy. I'm a big Destiny fan, so Anthem was right up my alley, and it looks like what Andromeda should have been. State of Decay 2, I liked the original on Xbox, so I was looking forward to that, but that was pushed back. Ashen, Code Vein, those are a couple of like sort of indie titles that looked good to me. Assassin's Creed Origins, of course, looked pretty good. I haven't liked an Assassin's Creed in quite some time, but this one looks interesting. And here's where I'm going to get muted. Ori 2, because I loved Ori.
Yeah.
Cuphead.
Oh,
gee.
I do like
What?
the-
Cuphead looks sick as fuck.
That's
Cuphead
why
looks
you get
sick as
muted.
fuck.
and Wolfenstein 2, because it just looks fucking amazing, dude. That game looks just crazy. 50 cal to the faces and stuff. It's just amazing. So yeah, I went from Cuphead 2 to a 50 cal to the face. Days Gone. Days Gone's got a story. It looks interesting. I don't think it's going to suffer from the same fate as the game you mentioned, Alex.
yeah. The order,
The Order?
Alex. No.
The Order?
way.
When I saw the QuickTime, I felt like it was very similar, and it had flashbacks to it, and I was like,
To
oh.
me, this looked like Uncharted meets The Walking Dead.
Yes. Yes.
So the part that really sold me was when he put the bomb on the fort, and then the zombies came in, and using the zombies to solve puzzles and like manipulate the world is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's just QuickTime events really fucking piss me off, man. And that's
yeah,
why
but you
that's
haven't
what
even
it's so-
played the order, have you? You don't even have the PS4 yet, do you?
Why do I gotta play it? I can just watch it. It's a QuickTime game.
No,
And
no.
then-
But I'm saying you're saying you're excited for these games, but are you gonna get a PS4? Because you keep saying you're excited for,
So
God of War.
2018 is when I'll get a PS4.
All right.
Yeah.
When games actually come out.
When games come
Yeah.
out is when I'll pick it
Makes
up.
sense.
Because right now it's just
Joshua, are you still there?
it's-
I want to. So Spider-Man was another one I want to get. The QTEs were kind of worrisome, but I think the scenes they showed that in, I think you couldn't have done that in real time anyway. Like the helicopter stuff and everything. It was either QTEs or this is going to be a video to watch.
Yeah, at least
So-
Spider-Man did it well, where you can you're like, here it comes, right now.
And it looks like it takes the combat from like the Arkham series. So the combat looked decent. And of course, God of War, damn dude. Like I was on the fence about this game because of the new camera angle, but the fact that they showed us more story, and I was getting into what he was talking about with his kid and everything, and it was pulling me in from what little bit they showed. I cannot wait for that game. The acting was superb, man. I was watching it with some guys, and I in party chat, I threw down my headphones so I can really get into it. That game just looks great. It looks great all the way around. I'll tell you one game though that I'm not looking forward to because it kind of pissed me off, and it was a big game they showed, and that was Shadow of War. I liked Shadow of Mordor, but what the hell did they do to that game, man?
It looks bad.
Colorful.
It looked awful.
Like it looked like Shrek meets, I don't know.
That orc was funny though.
The game was crisp and clean in 4K, but the first one was dark and gritty, and it had a different feel to it. This didn't look right.
Fair enough.
Is that it?
That's it.
Josh.
No, shit, all that fucking talking, I forgot what the topic was. The games we're looking forward to.
Just say Destiny. That's my most hyped game.
Yeah, I'm excited for Destiny. I'm hoping that they change, some of that shit in there, but that's a whole different fucking topic. We're not worried about that right now. Only ones that it's a repeat from last year, but again, God of War, I'm super excited for that because I haven't put one out in a decent one out in fucking years. Anthem, that looked fucking good to me. I think that Anthem has the potential to probably replace Destiny. The new Call of Duty looked good. I'll get that. Somebody mentioned earlier the combat in Spider-Man. It reminded me a lot of the Batman games, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, all that shit. That free flow combat system. And if that's the case, that game will be fucking awesome because I loved all the Batman games, every single one of them. But other than that, I watched a little bit of the Days Gone. I wasn't super impressed, but I wasn't disappointed either. But yeah, for the most part, I'm excited for Destiny, God of War, and Anthem. That's the only ones I'm actually looking forward to.
All right, Blaze. I'm going to open it up now to my co-host. Do you remember those questions you were telling me about? Now's your time, brother.
Wait.
Run
what
it.
questions?
The questions you were telling me you had. Run it, baby. This is what comes with being a co-host. Let's go.
Listen, first of all, are you going to let people know what you're sending me or not? No, right?
No.
Okay. All right. I want to ask you a serious question, Rev. You were disappointed from Microsoft. Why? Because of the lack of the indie games they showed, or it wasn't? What are you disappointed about? The games?
There wasn't a single game that interested me.
And even the known like State of Decay, you'll play that.
State of Decay looked, dude. I passed the first State of Decay because the gameplay just wasn't there. I don't like the way your character moves. Dumars, you remember I was talking to you about that? You remember the way the character was running?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
He's
you
like
mentioned
bouncing
that while we were watching E3. You said the first one was like real clunky, and
and the way he swung his little melee weapon looked retarded. It just doesn't look like a quality game. It doesn't look like the capture of these characters looks realistic. It looks dumb. It looks cartoony. And it doesn't interest me.
And what do you think of Forza 7?
I'm sick of Forza. I'm so sick of Forza. I could throw the fuck up,
I know.
dude.
It does look good though. They got me. I think they got me, man.
Forza 5 and Forza 6 are a goddamn carbon copy. Forza Horizon was fun, but it's like Forza 7 is Forza 6 only in 4K.
Yeah, I'm more into
get out of my face.
Yeah, I'm more into the Horizons now than the
right. Me too.
Yeah, the Horizons are way more fun.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. So you're more excited for like playing like the old like Halo 5 with a better frame rate, or like the older games. Like you're excited.
No, I'm done with Halo 5.
Are you gonna go back to the 360 games at all?
I've already played a shit ton of 360 games. I'm pretty much done. I'll go back to see if the Xbox One X does anything. And you know what? They talk about that super sampling shit. I ain't gonna be able to notice that, bro.
Right.
There ain't gonna be no way unless I look at it side by side.
And it's not changing the frame rate, right?
No. Certain games, like if there's an unlocked frame rate, it'll give you a more stable frame rate. But if it's 30, it's going to be 30. If it's targeting 30, it's going to be 30.
Red Dead Redemption plays smoother on the Xbox One S for sure.
It does. It's a lock 30 on Xbox One S. So how are they going to improve that game other than upscaling it to 1080p?
Right.
That's right. 360 games aren't going to upscale to 4K.
Yeah. No, well, you never know, man. The Xbox originals, man, who really has, I mean, all right, I don't want to say that, but who really has a stack of Xbox original games still? Because I got rid of mine. I wish I would have.
I still got a lot of mine.
You do. Mine. See, I wish I would have held them, but I didn't. But
no, you don't do, Mars.
I still got a lot of them. I gave them all to my kid.
You have original Xbox games?
I have a couple.
What games?
Halo.
Let me ask you, what do you think they're going to charge for those original Xbox games?
I know they can't go over $5. Some of those companies are closed down. You know, how are they going to get the licenses?
I'm talking $2, man, for some of those games. It's ridiculous.
But look what Sony does with the PS2 classics and stuff like that. It's like $7-10 a pop, dude. They'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at Final Fantasy VII to get that on your PS4. How much is that? What, 14,
12.
$13? $12?
Yeah.
Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Oh, by the
man,
way, earlier, Blaze, you were saying that Metro looked phenomenal. It was confirmed that was playing on a PC 1070.
Have you
No,
heard the
not
interview?
even a 1070. That was a RX 480.
Oh, really?
Have you heard the interview of the developer? How he's stuttering all
stutters.
over himself
Yeah.
when they're asking him about it.
And why didn't they just show
uh,
gameplay? That pissed me off. Like nobody could like what game have you
They
played
use
where
trickery.
right, you're climbing up a ladder and then he looks behind them. Get that shit out of here. Come on, dude.
Yeah, that
Like
was
you're on
trickery.
top of the ladder. But it looks incredible. They should have just Metro is a beautiful game. The atmosphere is like it's unmatched, dude. They just show some gameplay. How hard? But I cannot Metro, listen, I still when I played Redux, Redux looks so goddamn good, man. And it plays, man. I loved Redux, man. I've been
Those were
banging for
badass.
Metro. I love Metro, man.
If you
But
like Metro, play Stalker.
Stalker,
God
yeah.
damn it, Alex! I was gonna get that, man, but then I heard about all
Keyboard
the
and
mods.
mouse.
No,
You
it's
gotta
not that bad. Like honestly, like the bugs aren't bad at all, and it's all you need is just like a small community patch, fixes all the issues, and you can even make it look better than Fallout 4.
Alex, right? I was telling Rev, I'm like, oh shit. I was looking at his games. I'm like, yo, Bad Company 2, Vietnam. I'm like, yo, let's do it. He's like, bro, keyboard and mouse, so you can't escape it. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, come on. There's no easy fix for that, dude.
No, you fucking suck it up. You be a man, and you learn how to use a keyboard and mouse.
Bro, get that shit out of here.
When you fucking learn how to use a keyboard and mouse, and you're playing, you're fucking smoking motherfuckers. You're like, how the fuck did I ever play on a goddamn controller?
It is more precise and accurate. Like, dude, I do know what my problem is, and Rev called me out, but I just, dude, he's like over exaggerating. I'm like, dude, I'm like, Battlefield looks awesome on a PC, dude. It looks so good. I put it at 4K. He's like, bro, see, I told you you're gonna do that shit. It's like, bro, can I try out a game, bro?
I told him that. I told him he's gonna try all these damn games, waste all this money, watch them for 10 minutes to look at the new graphics,
I told
and
him
move on
last
to the
night.
next one.
And
I
I
told
told him
him this
last
would
night.
happen.
I said, do not buy a fucking game. And he goes, why? I said, because the Steam sale is coming, and that's when you fucking buy games. He's like, no, but this
No.
game's $20. I said, no, you fucking wait.
Yeah, man.
You need to wait, and you need to wait for sales, dude, because summer comes, then you have fall, then you have winter, then you have the new sale. That shit fucking drains your wallet, dude. Rev is right.
Dude, everything
buy a game
is on
unless
sale,
you-
though.
Everything is on sale, but don't
Everything.
buy it unless you know you're going to beat it. Because I like I told Gotti,
You don't beat shit.
Gotti's like, oh, what am I going to stream? I said, you stream your fucking backlog and you play that game to completion on your fucking stream, you bitch. And that's what I do. I
Right.
pick a game and I said, I'm going to beat this fucking game. So what did I do? I had to stream Diablo fucking 1, a 17-year-old goddamn game to beat Diablo. And I said, I'm done with this piece of shit. Well, it's a fucking classic, but I'm done with this fucking game and I'm playing the next one. Now I'm going to play Darksiders. Play it to completion on your stream. You might as well, because you might as well have fun doing it while you're playing it. But don't buy a game unless you're going to fucking beat it. It's just going to sit in your library. And you only have a 2-week return policy or a 2-hour return policy after you boot it up.
Is it 2 hours? Okay, I thought it was
So
10
you can
hours.
play the game for up to 2 hours and you can return it. But if it sits in your library longer than 2 weeks, you can't return it then. You're stuck with it.
Hey, let me
So you
kick
gotta
this
beat
to
it.
all these console guys. Look, I'm a console guy at heart. I always will be. I'm buying the X. Listen, I love the consoles, but like I said, bro, I'm playing these games like, dude, listen, like I don't care. Horizon Zero Dawn is beautiful as it looks, and it is a beautiful game. But I'm telling you right now, just like, dude, The Witcher 3, if I was streaming, I would have sounded like a sissy. Like, yo, I was like, I was like, babe. She's like, what? Come look at it. She's like, what's up? I'm like, you don't see, I switched over. It's like, I don't see a difference. I'm like, if that pissed me the fuck off, I wanted to butt the shit out of her. I was like, get out of the fucking
It's because she
room.
doesn't care. But I tell you what, she can take the same fucking shade of MAC makeup, put it on her fucking arm, and be like, look at the difference. And you're like, I don't see the fucking difference. It's the same shade of makeup.
Bro, The Witcher 3, dude, Max Payne, old ass game. I already said, listen, the PC just, when it comes to the visual and the frame, dude, when I was just playing The Witcher at 60, I haven't played The Witcher at 60 FPS in my, dude, it was so smooth. The loading time was done. I was like, bro, I'm done. I haven't even touched my PlayStation. Tell me when you see me on my PlayStation. Someone call me out and show me the last game I played.
Elitist shit and you get off, bro.
Yeah, we're talking about E3,
Guess
Blaze.
what?
We got to get up off the PC, man.
Project Red already announced that we're going to get a checkerboard rendering at 30 frames on Witcher 3 for our mid-tier console. So guess what? I'm happy.
That's too
Project
much.
Red.
You don't gotta put up with that, Blaze.
You don't, Blaze. You don't. You're a fucking PC master race.
You don't gotta take
Tell
that.
that fucking peasant to sit down.
Yeah, no, hey, shout out to Squid if you're listening, dude. The dude sent me a PC. Bro, shout out to you, man. I can't even front on the guy, man. He sent me a brand new PC. Like that these are subs. Blacktooth, what up? But yeah, Rev, honestly, if it wasn't for you, your video, Alex, Gotti spraying his PC every other day and cleaning it, seeing stuff like that, like it got me interested, you know, and that's people, man, the PC's great. But yeah, E3 was a letdown completely. Honestly, I knew I shouldn't have got hyped because I'm like, come on, and Sony, everything was 2018 Sony won. Like, I love those games. I'm going to buy them and I'm going to cherish them, and I hope they take their time, but everything said 2018. But Rev puts out a tweet, doesn't matter because Destiny 2, Wolfenstein 2, like all these games, he's adding them up, and it's like over $200 already. Like, where's the time, bro? You're not going to have the time, man.
No.
You know? So
That's why you buy one game and you beat it, and you stream it till you beat it, and you buy the next one.
It is true when you list the games up, like what actually was shown and what you're interested in. E3 doesn't seem as bad as we're making it out to be. It's just, as a conference standpoint, they all sucked.
they did. You know, I don't want to see, Chinese people playing drums with Saiyan falling. Just, bro, show games.
That looked terrible. That did. That looked horrible.
Why are people saying that Nintendo won? Can somebody explain that to me, please?
Because they showed off the Metroid logo and Mario.
So they showed off a logo, so they win?
Yep.
I know.
Pretty
I
much.
know. That's just lazy,
Please.
man. Anybody can
I'm
show a
surprised.
logo, bro.
Explain
Well,
that
let
to
me
me.
tell you this. Let me tell you this, though. If Microsoft or Sony would have showed a logo of something to tease us with something new, I would have preferred that.
Over what they did show? Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're right.
Give me something, you know?
Where we at, Blaze?
Well, I got a couple questions for Dumars here.
What's
Dumars,
up?
let me ask you an honest question. Are you gonna come back to YouTube?
I don't know, man.
The people, man, I miss watching your videos, dude. Yo, when Rev and Dumars get on the fucking tube, man, it's classic shit, dude. I swear, it's chemistry. It's classic, dude. I just I don't understand why you guys stopped making the videos. You know, it takes too much time. Rev told me some of the
It's
videos
our work
took-
schedule.
I know, man. I know. It sucks, dude. But God, man, and dude, you got to stop playing more games, Dumars. You got to cut the Madden out, bro. Cut the MLB out. Play some games, bro.
I've been playing. I've been on Xbox One. Where the fuck you been?
Bro, Xbox One. What is that?
This guy gets a PC in 40
My
minutes.
PlayStation's
What is
been
this?
fine.
Is that one of those retro consoles?
Oh, 30 FPS. I'm sorry.
Did anybody have anything else they wanted to touch on? Grim Glenn, you and Joshua have been the quietest.
I don't know. There's nothing really much to say about E3. It sucked. We're getting Evil Within 2. Everyone can be happy. That's pretty much it. There's nothing else to say about it. Such a
Yeah, I got
lackluster
nothing else
year.
either.
Yeah. I mean,
Josh, what'd you say?
Yeah, I got nothing else, bro. That's it.
Anybody else?
No, I think that's it.
we covered it, bro. We covered
Nothing
it.
else to touch on? That's a wrap.
Rev, you never said what you were excited for E3.
Yeah. What games?
Come on, Red.
I don't know.
Just
man.
tell the people that you've got
Definitely
Minecraft.
Mario.
I don't even really feel
Mario,
like
Minecraft, Lucky's Tale.
I honestly don't feel like I'm excited for anything.
That's not what you said
About
the other
it.
day,
Right,
Rev.
Look, excitement,
You
like
would-
sitting back, being excited, being hyped. I don't
You
know,
wouldn't-
man.
You wouldn't shut up about that mouse with the Excalibur sword that Sony showed the other day.
Stick that up your ass. Don't burn that bullshit.
Yo, when they showed that guitar game, Rev, like it was during E3, they showed that indie game from Xbox, and he jumped.
He
up
got
to the
fired
top.
up, didn't he?
No,
Oh,
Rev
God.
sent me a dude. He's like, Microsoft is done, bro. He just sent me a text. I'm like, oh my god.
I just feel like everything has something attached to it. Everything's got something fucking gay in it now. Everything's pushing some sort of bullshit agenda. I was talking and a lot of people can let it go. Like Alex, he don't give two shits. He can let it go.
Yeah.
You know, me, shit is legit starting to fucking irritate me. Like I was watching that multiplayer for World War II. Call of Duty World War II, and these females running around, I got a real fucking problem with that. You know what I mean? Black Ops 2, it didn't bother me. I didn't care. I was just like, it's fitting, given the day and age and everything, whatever. Everybody's running around wearing pink shit anyways. But
Right.
it's like, this is World War II, man.
This is history, right?
Why are bitches running around every goddamn where? Why do I have to hear the she's getting shot?
He's calling out
you
shots.
can hear her voice. It's like, man,
Oh,
this is some
she's
bullshit.
shouting out
That's the
orders,
voice
too.
I want to hear, Rev. What? I mean, come on.
But
think
women
about
were
it.
there, right? They were like what? They were medical. What were they doing?
Yeah,
They were
like-
nurses.
They were nurses. Okay.
I know, but we're all going to
it's
be
just
playing.
everything's just fucking gay now, man.
That's
So
disrespectful,
I'm
honestly.
waiting for my favorite franchises to drop the ball. It's like The Last of Us Part 2. I love that game because of Joel in the relationship with Ellie. Now I have to play with Ellie. It's like, what other franchises are going to just like that trailer for Wolfenstein and Evil Within? Not the gameplay trailers, but like the full trailers. They were just fucking weird. They were all
Right.
over the place. It makes you wonder, what kind of dumb shit are they going to put in these games?
You seen Wolfenstein? They put the guy tripping on shrooms. They showed the little cartoon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's gonna be
There's
great,
a little
man.
lizard running around. I'm like, what's happening?
Bro, that's going to be Who
What are
Framed
they
Roger
doing?
Rabbit. Can you imagine that shit's going to be nuts?
Yeah,
That
and you got Alex, cheering it on. Oh, Nintendo, Mario.
Great, man.
Nintendo's been milking the same fucking franchise
Right.
for 30 fucking
Let 'em
years.
prove
How
Right, we
Right.
haven't
is
been
this still
milking Call of
passable?
Duty for the same.
How is
20
this still
years.
passable?
I know. And they
How is
and
this
they talk about
acceptable to
Xbox.
your fan base?
And they talk about
How?
Xbox.
Rev, let me ask you a question. God of War. What do you think about the changes to that game?
They look good to me, but God knows what's going to happen. Maybe the son's going to fucking be a transgender female. Maybe he's going
Kratos
to
is
be
gonna
gay, and
die and
Kratos
be
is
the
going to
mother.
help him with the transition. There's just no fucking telling anymore, man. I feel like I can't get excited for shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hey
That's
Rev,
what
you
the
want to know? You want to know something that'll piss you off? I watched one of the behind-the-scenes rendering videos of God of War, and they did use a little girl for rendering his
casting?
body movements and shit. Yeah,
Wow.
Well, that's fine. It just,
Yeah, but
it's
that makes
fine.
sense,
It
though,
could be
yeah.
a little girl. It could be a guy or a little boy. I don't care. I want to play as Kratos. But I feel like watching the game, I'm gonna have to play as this little fucking boy now.
No, they
You
said
are.
you wouldn't.
no, I've seen a couple of different videos of gameplay parts where you actually play as him.
Yeah, you stab the guy in the head, dude. But you're not gonna take control of him like fully. That's they said that you wouldn't. They said this
Who,
is
the
about.
little kid?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It might be like a quick thing, like
Yeah,
like Ellie was in The Last of Us.
Uncharted. Remember the one Uncharted? You had to be him as a kid, moving around and shit. It might be just like one little part,
Sequence.
and then that's
Yeah.
it.
Gear section.
It's probably going to be just like the shit with The Last of Us when you had to play as Ellie for a couple little scenes or something like
Yeah.
that. But
So,
It-
Rev, so here's a question.
Honestly, that was the part I hated where you had to play as
I hated that. I hated it.
It was
So,
terrible.
Rev, think about it like this. So, like, just to throw a hypothetical out there. So, if Last of Us 2, right, you're playing as Ellie, as an older Ellie, and Joel's older. Like, I haven't played the first Last of Us, but I know that you basically had almost like a father-daughter thing with Joel and Ellie, right?
Mhm.
Ellie was younger. You had to take care of her. You had to make sure she was okay, stuff like that.
Right.
So, I saw Joel looking really fucking haggard and old, like he could barely take care of himself.
Mhm.
Seeing things from Ellie's point of view with the script flipped, and Ellie has to now take care of Joel. You
Mhm.
don't think that you want to see that same thing through that lens?
No, it doesn't appeal to me.
Because it is the person you were playing as before that you made a connection with. Now you can see that person degrade and become older.
Yeah, but why
You know,
make him degrade? I mean, that game came
Well,
out what
because-
3-4 years ago. Why is he going to be an old man now?
because the storyline just says that's how they wrote the story,
They
right?
can
It's
pick
like
it up
even like
anytime.
Uncharted.
They can pick it
did
up
they
anytime.
And Nathan
Yeah,
Drake.
Uncharted. Look at the female DLC. Why?
Yeah, now we're a female. It's like, come on,
Who asked for that anyway? Like, who asked for it?
just bring back Nathan Drake.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
but for the 5th time, no. Even then, the 4th game, the 3rd game wasn't that great compared to the series, and the 4th game was a good send off. But you want the 5th Uncharted to have the same game again for the 5th time?
I'd rather have Nathan Drake than be that girl with the black hair, whatever her name was.
First of all,
prefer if it didn't
she's
do
hot as
anything with the
fuck.
franchise.
Let's
cares?
be real. But even then, what does it matter? Having a dick or a vagina, what does it matter? Is she a cool character? Yes. Is it going to be a cool story? Probably. So why does it matter to you?
It doesn't matter to me that it's a female lead in this new Uncharted. I'm just not buying it because I'm tired of playing climbing simulators, man.
Yeah, all it's going to be is just Tomb Raider 2.0 now.
Well,
Yep.
no, the Uncharted 4, as great as it was, in my opinion, there was just way too much climbing in that fucking game.
Climbing and walking.
And the jumps were
talking
out
and
of this.
cut
I mean,
scenes.
some of these jumps he was making, I'm like, bro, there's no way. There's just no way.
Look, Alex, I got nothing against females in games. Okay,
Yeah,
make your
okay,
like
no.
Horizon Zero Dawn. Do what you do. Why do you got to put it in the franchises that I've grown to love? Why do you got to stick that shit in my goddamn face?
I think
Make
that's
a new IP.
Yeah, I think that's where the problem is, because if you turn around and you made Mario a girl just to make Mario a girl for no fucking reason, that wouldn't make any sense,
Shit
right?
like that is coming, and it's because
So-
nobody cares. Everybody's saying,
Nintendo's
"Oh,
the
what
best
difference
of
does
that.
it make?"
So here's the thing with me, right? People are like, "Oh, Alex is an SJW." No, I'm not an SJW. You guys know. The thing for me is, as long as the storyline makes sense and the characters make sense in that storyline, then that's fine. When you just start gender bending for no fucking reason, and you're just like, "Oh, just because,"
I agree.
then that's when I go, no, don't fucking, that's stupid. When you, it has to make sense in the story. And this
Okay,
is reading a lot of
want it
comments.
to make sense. So why are we having 100-pound female whipping ass all over the place?
And
Yeah,
that's a
no-
problem, right? That's also a problem, because it's very easy for a woman who's 110 pounds to get her ass fucking beat by a guy who's 150, even though he doesn't lift any weights. It's just
Well,
fact. He's got
I-
40
I-
fucking pounds on her.
I talked to my teenage daughter about that situation, and she put it best. She says, "Dad, I don't care if it's a man or a girl that I'm playing, because it's a video game."
Yeah.
That's what she said. And when she said that, I it put it more into perspective. I see where Rev is coming from when he's saying sometimes when they change certain things just to fit a certain narrative or agenda, that's wrong. But if it's just like Horizon Zero Dawn, it is what it is.
Yeah, but
I
Jay,
get
look at
that.
how many. Go ahead, Grim.
I was gonna say, like, I get that, like the Horizon Zero Dawn, like female protagonist, Tomb Raider, female protagonist. I got no problem with that. But the thing that annoys the shit out of me is Uncharted. Drake has gone through 3 games and he's fought hundreds of dudes, and I'm talking giant dudes, and he's beat them all. Then Uncharted 4 comes along, and this skinny Nadine character beats the shit out of him, which drove me insane. And then she beats the shit out of
Yeah, I remember
him
that.
and his brother, and it's like, come on, man.
Yes. And like
Isn't it
single-handedly
story
too,
relevant?
like
Yeah.
single fucking handedly. And it doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, that's where I draw the line.
But-
I want to
like-
look
like-
backwards.
like
I can't.
Climbing that he can do, he's got some powerful hands and arms and
Oh yeah, does he?
getting whooped.
Oh boy.
Tell me how powerful his hands are.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, come on.
And it's like Jay said, that's the general mentality. That's what everybody falls back on. It's just a video game. When is it not just a video game? Where do you draw the line? Tell you what, let's talk about Far Cry 5. There's a controversial topic.
Mhm.
Now,
Me.
Dean has a huge problem with Far Cry 5.
Yeah, I know.
feel like they haven't shown enough for me
Same.
to have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Are they targeting white Christians? I don't know. It looks like cultist members. Who said
Yeah,
what
they
it is about them
all
being
look fucking
Christians?
insane.
It
You
is.
know what I mean? So it's like,
And there's a black guy on
I
their
don't
team,
see a
so what does it
problem.
matter?
There's black folks in that cult. They
Yeah.
show-
Yeah, I'm not
Look.
seeing it as targeting white people
But
unless I
here's the
see
thing. I
otherwise.
think a lot of people are saying they're targeting Christians, but
Yeah, I think he's talking about his faith, Rev.
But-
I think
but-
he's
but
saying
you-
they're targeting.
but here's the
But
thing.
these are cultists. They're
But here's the
cultists.
thing.
Who said they were Christians?
Every Far Cry game had sort of cultists that we were going up against.
Right.
So
Right.
just because it was in another country, it didn't hit home. Now it's hitting home for some of these people, and it's like, look, it's a game. to me, it's not really going after Christians because I'm not a Christian myself, but I know Christians. They're not offended by this.
Yeah,
it's a cult. It's not your faith they're believing. It's
and Fonzarelli, like a big problem is like a lot of these fucking game journalists, like these fucking nutter butters motherfuckers over in California, they're fucking like, oh, you fucking Trump supporters in the South, and it's like the game's in Montana. First of all, it's nowhere near the fucking South, you idiot. And the second of all, who said anything about Trump? You fucking left-wing cuck. Like no one fucking cares, right? Like why? No, seriously. Like why are you putting your personal? Like people say like, oh, I don't want politics in my video games. It's not like they don't want to play games like Metal Gear Solid, which is incredibly political. It's not like they don't want to play games like Far Cry that has politics in it. They don't want your fucking personal politics in the goddamn game. Let the game do what it wants to do. Don't you fucking tell me what it's trying to tell me what it is. It's a fucking thing of art. Shut the fuck up, you goddamn bitch.
Yo, Far Cry looks beast. You see the main developer?
I think Far Cry looks terrible. I thought it looked terrible, Blaze. I thought it looked absolutely terrible. It looks just like 4.
I got to agree with Blaze on this one, Rev. I thought it looks sick.
Terrible. You're marking enemies. You're climbing a tower. The gun models look the same, bro.
No, you know what it looks like, Rev? It looks like they took a lot from Wildlands. That's what it looks like to me.
Oh, I thought it looked awful.
It's
bullet damage. No bullet damage.
Speaking of that, bro.
Speaking of no blood,
you see Assassin's Creed.
I was just gonna say that.
The
no
eagle,
blood.
That's the drone, the eagle. Like, dude, Ubisoft, God, dude, the whole movement of the Assassin's Creed game is Watch Dogs 2. Did you notice on that Creed trailer when that the dude was taking that fucking, I don't know what it was, a sickle or whatever in his hand, cracking that boss in the head with it. No blood. No blood. None. No gore.
Louis slid across the floor like shit.
That's always been sloppy though. It's never been clean.
There should be blood. That's all I'm saying. You're busting somebody in the head with a blunt object.
To that I say to people out there listening, don't pre-order games, man.
Never.
Most of these games, don't pre-order them. Like if it's a Rockstar game and it's something that we know is good, like Grand Theft Auto and stuff, yeah, by all means pre-order because they usually don't sell a short. But most of these games coming out now are unfinished, broken, and people pre-order them and they'll do it digitally and they can't get their money back. They've got you. Stop pre-ordering games all the time, folks. It's ridiculous.
It makes no sense. And especially today because everybody's like, oh, we'll just fix it in the patch upon release. And you're like, okay, what the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Jay. Oh, so you're not pre-ordering to get that Destiny beta early? Yeah, exactly. Nice try.
Oh, no. Destiny, I already know what that's like.
He's saying games that work. He's saying all these new games that are new franchises. He's saying don't pre-order those.
Yeah,
bro, but what are we talking about? Far Cry. That's not no new franchise. Assassin's Creed's not no new franchise.
But we know that Far Cry's had issues in the past.
Well, the thing is, we also know that the Ubisoft downgrade is a real thing.
Destiny didn't have issues in the past?
Yeah, let's.
What kind of issues are you talking about?
The kind of issue of doing the same shit again and again and again and again?
I like the grind fest. I like it.
Shit.
I'm all about the grind, dude. I put 932 hours into that.
Oh, you peasant.
You're far behind,
peasant.
Let's be real. Video games are a multi-billion-dollar industry, regardless of what console or platform you play on, PC or console. It doesn't fucking matter anymore. You get most of your games digitally. They're not going to run out of games if you don't pre-order. It's not like back in the 90s where you had to like a scarcity of carts or cartridges where you had to go and pre-order a game because you knew Toys R Us got 3 fucking games of 1080 snowboarding. It's a game that's going to have a full fucking stack at Best Buy and they're going to have a huge amount. And the next day after midnight sales, they're going to have them again. So don't pre-order because you know you're going to get the copy. Wait a day, find out if it sucks or not, then go pick it up because you're still spending the money. You're just having to deal with the bullshit now.
Jay brought up Rockstar. Where was Red Dead at E3?
Rockstar's never at E3. That's no surprise.
I wanted to see Red Dead.
Rockstar's in a league of their own. They don't hang out with peasants. Okay.
They could do their own conference if they wanted to.
I was let down that they pushed back that title, but at the same time, it's Rockstar. We know they do that, but I wasn't mad. Because I know they did it for
Take your time.
Yep.
This is Red Dead 2. Take your fucking time.
Hell yeah, no doubt.
That's going to be a
They're
savior.
going to come back. You're going to be playing as Sharon fucking Stone,
No way.
wielding these damn guns.
Rockstar is the only one that doesn't go down that road, man.
They haven't, not yet, not
Oh.
yet.
Yeah.
It's coming, man. It's coming for
They did
all
the
of
Battle
them.
of Gay Tony already, dude. They already have that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're
but
too focused on inclusiveness than they are making a goddamn good game. You know what I mean? They don't think, oh, let's do this game with a black character. No, they think, oh crap, let's make them black, otherwise everybody will complain. Or let's make them Asian, or people are going to complain. That's where we're at now, and that's
because you get 12 articles the same fucking day that release. They're going, Rockstar isn't having inclusivity. It's a fucking piece of shit. And it's like, well, you don't fucking buy the games anyways, you dumb cunt.
Well, I'll tell you what's about Rockstar, though. Rockstar, and this is for me personally, every game I've bought from Rockstar, I've never been let down. Ever with the games that I've chose.
I gotta say, Alex is making me proud tonight.
You never been let down? I got a game for you, Fonzarelli. LA Noire.
I didn't play it.
There you go. That's why.
Rockstar didn't make that game.
Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't. They published
Just published it.
Who
Yeah,
made
they
it?
published it.
Um,
Crap. Bandai Namco or something? I don't
No.
know.
No, some
No.
dodgy company.
Look,
I
I had
don't
to
know-
sign
I
up for their
don't know if
goddamn
Rockstar
social
I got
club.
Google right here.
Look, it counts. I had to sign up for their little social club to play the game. So
Probably because it used their engine and all that other shit. Team Bondi.
Team Bondi. I thought they were part of
Bondi.
Rockstar.
Team Bondage.
Never even heard of that shit.
Alex can go to hell. What's that about?
Probably
I
got
don't
a
know.
Bandai.
I think you touched on a nerve there, Alex.
I must have. Alex is the real trooper. Alex is a snowflake. Alex is smarter than Obama.
Or
What
Alex
is this? The
President
comments?
2020.
I mean, no, but for real though, like people like politics in games. Look at Deus Ex. Look at Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid is one of the most reviled, not reviled, excuse me, one of the most amazing games to play, period. It is full of political intrigue and issues. People love that game. It's not the politics in the game. It's the bullshit politics around that are just surrounded by people that are trying to tell you what to think and what to do. That's
by
the
the
fucking
way-
problem.
By the way, since we brought up Dean earlier, shout out to Dean, man. He's a true gamer, man. That guy, he's been around for so long playing games and stuff, and he has great content, man. Shout out to Dean Thompson.
Yeah. A lot of love for Dean, man. That's a good guy.
Hell yeah.
him. Where was Firm Software, Alex? I know they're making an Armored Core, and
Yeah,
Sorry,
where was
Alex.
Bloodborne 2? Where the fuck was that?
I
There's all the
know.
rumors saying
They're not
that
doing
was gonna
Bloodborne
happen.
2, man.
Nothing.
No, they're not
There
gonna
was
do that.
Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch. They're making something.
Yeah, Sucker Punch. Where the hell were they?
they're gonna save that for PSX, bro. You watch
Yeah.
all their big hits.
Yeah, they're saving some hits, no doubt.
Yeah,
didn't
loads
have
of
to
games that are going to
reveal
come out
anything.
2019.
That's
They
what I
didn't
said
have to.
earlier. They didn't have to try, man. They had no reason
Not
to
after
try.
Microsoft's conference. They just said, fuck it. Stay at the house. We'll just rerun it.
Well, next year, I'm not going to be so hyped on E3. I'm done with being hyped on it. This year was the year.
I say that every year, and then every year I let myself get hyped
Yeah,
up for
same.
some reason.
I bet Sony had it written down, drop the price of the PlayStation Pro, and then
That's
Xbox.
I said
Scratch
that
it off
shit on
the list.
Twitter too.
Ripped it
You
up
know what I
from it.
mean?
But don't
Yeah.
you worry, they're going to drop it at Christmas time. You can guarantee it.
Yep. They said 500
Scorpio
bucks.
being out
Throw it.
there, shit. It's coming down at Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think they're already like, all right, reveal the PS5. Just put a logo, just in case it gets too bad. You never know, bro.
Yeah,
I think it's too early for a PS5.
No, it definitely is, bro. Definitely.
Oh,
dude.
it's-
Even that would piss me off. Even though I
They're
get
going to
shit.
announce the PS5 in 2019, and it'll be out in 2020.
Next
Why
would
E3
it-
they'll
Why
announce
would
it.
it
Next
piss you
E3.
off? I mean, you guys keep rebuying the same consoles that they
hey.
make little tweaks in.
With what we're seeing with the X1, I don't think that they're going to actually release a PS5 anytime soon, guys. 2020. Because why would Microsoft release another console within 2 years? It doesn't make sense. The narrative has been set. It's these fake 4K consoles, and that's what we're getting for the next 3 years.
The 4K agenda fucked up this console generation.
It really did.
Amen.
This
It
whole
was the
generation.
start of it, man, arguing it. When everyone was arguing,
Yeah,
the
it's been the
resolution thing,
worst.
that's
Bro,
part
the
of it.
Xbox, the original Xbox One is the reason this is all happening. Because of the whole comparisons. That's why it happened. The refresh.
Because it was a piece of shit.
Like, think about who's still playing on an original Xbox right now. Like, dude, oh my god, like
My son.
My son, me,
Me.
You got
Are you,
S's,
Rev? I
Rev.
thought
You
you had
got
an S.
S's, don't you?
no S. What difference would that fucking make? What Project Cars runs at a more stable frame rate?
It's not really much of a difference.
Right, you're
Yeah,
right. You're
I've
right.
seen the video. I get 5 more frames with the S. That's
I bought it for the HDR, dude. That's why I forgot why I bought it. That was only the reason for Gears of War.
I bought it because it was $100.
See, I was smart and I avoided that shit.
you just bought a Dreamcast instead. So fuck 'em. Fuck you, man.
Did, yeah. Go retro, fuck the X1.
Yeah, Dreamcast is the shit.
It is. Yeah.
Based.
Hell yeah. My favorite console of all time, really.
Oh, that's back when I hated video games. God, I hated them.
Tell us the Doom
So Rev, you should go back and play those games that
I
you
wanted to
missed.
smash you.
Yo, Rev, tell me a Dumar story when you used to look at him like he was a DJ. Just like give us an example.
I'd come out because me and Dumars were roommates. I'd come out in the morning time, and he'd be sitting there playing Madden, sitting in front of the screen, tongue hanging out. He's chewing on his tongue, just all focused on the game. I'm like, what grown fucking man plays a video game? And now, ironically enough, I play more video games than he does.
You have a podcast
Crazy.
channel.
I'm doing a podcast. I got a YouTube channel. But you know what happened? You know what did it, Alex?
What?
You know what happened?
Tell me.
I got married and had kids. That's what fucking happened.
Yeah, but
Right.
I'm going to tell you right now, do yourself a favor and don't go down the same road I did.
hold on, no. Think about it like this. Think about it like this, right? Hold on. I love comic books, right? My favorite comic book hero is Batman because he's the fucking best. I get to have a kid. Hold on. Think about it like this. I get to now dress up and be Batman. My son or daughter can now be Batgirl or Robin, and I don't get looked at like a fucking DJ because I can say my kid wants to do it. Now I get to dress up and be fucking Batman.
So the
All right,
moment
that sounds all fine and good, but you play Mario, so you clearly don't give a shit if anybody says fuck.
That's why
It's a generation.
That's
thing,
why I
man.
bench what I bench and
Wait,
squat
wait,
what I
Alex.
squat.
you're telling us you are having kids as an excuse to dress up as Batman.
Fuck yeah.
Oh boy.
All right, honey. Here you go, honey. Take this nut. Oh.
Honestly, it's a generation thing. Like growing up, I used to play Super Nintendo, and I'd be playing like Street Fighter 2. And my dad used to walk in and go, "You fucking faggot." Literally, my dad used to think I was gay as fuck for playing games. It's a generation thing.
I like your dad.
I mean, but you know what's funny? Like my dad is in his 60s now, right? And he's like, "Let me see these fucking games you play." And what did he pick up? I think I showed him The Witcher 3 actually. And he was like, "Oh yeah, this is fucking cool. I want to play this." And I was like, "Oh, who's a fucking DJ now, you sack of shit?" And he's like, no, this is fucking cool. I like this. And I'm like, yeah, I told you, games are fucking
Dude, that's
crazy.
badass if your dad plays. You know, that's
He doesn't
just,
play
that's
because
cool.
like he doesn't have really good depth perception, so he's not like he's an old Cuban guy. So like using a controller is tough for him because it's a lot of shit. And like in a first-person shooter game, he can't really do well because he always looks down at the floor or looks at the sky.
I know, dude. Controlling the camera is the hardest.
Is the hardest thing.
Yep.
So he's getting used to it. Like a third-person game, he can do, but he's like, he's retired. He's got nothing to do. So I'm sure he's gonna fucking start doing something.
Damn.
Well, I think that's about a wrap, fellas.
Yeah, man.
We're on an hour and a half.
That was good.
Blaze,
That was
is this
good.
the longest podcast ever?
Maybe it's up there.
I don't think we've ever gone an hour and a half.
I got some haters in the chat. Alex is
Tell your boy Squid that he
Yeah.
done fucked up.
You done
understand?
fucked it up. Yeah.
Yeah, you done fucked it up. All right, this happens once. Squid, if you're listening, anybody out there listening, Squid is a guy that was supposed to join the podcast, courtesy of Blaze 4K. This man, let me tell you about this guy. He gave Blaze a PC. You understand that? Blaze, tell him your PC specs.
I got a GTX 1070 super clocked edition. I got an bro. I don't know. I got an i5 66K. I got, I can run games at 4K 60, the older ones, and the newer ones 1440p maxed out. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. Shout out to you, bro. Honestly, like I haven't touched my PS4. I have money in the PS4 account, and I wish it was on Steam. Like I wish it was on Steam instead.
Now, let that sink in, people. This man just gave away a PC. I just paid $570 for a graphics card. Meanwhile, Blaze is getting shit in the mail free of charge.
This Squid sounds like my new friend.
Hey,
Bro, he's a good dude.
that's what I want to know. What'd you do?
Dude, what did I do? How about good, Blaze? You deserve it. You've already gave over fucking $3,000 on Twitter. How about
bro,
that?
Bro, I ain't even touching that. You know, I think you're a great guy, man.
Thank you. Hey, I appreciate you.
I'm just saying, like, like how'd this guy end up just saying, hey?
Let me tell you the story. He messaged me like, hey, Blaze, I like your channel. I like you and Rev's content. He's like, I like you guys because you tell the truth. I don't like the bigger channels because they're paid off by corporations and they lie and all this. He's like, you know, what's your address? I want to send you something. I'm like, I don't know about, it's all. I'm like, what do you want to send me? He's like, this and that. He's like, all right, bro. I was like, here's my address, bro. I've been playing games with him for a little. Played Injustice. Actually, Grim, we played with Lord. Anyway, so we had a tournament, and we played a couple more days. And he says, yeah, I'm gonna send you something. Let me know when you get it. I said, all right. He sends me the tracking number. I'm like, oh shit, this guy ain't playing around. So I sent it to my mom's because my neighborhood people will steal the package and run away. So my mother calls me. She's like, there's a big box that just came in. I'm like, so I go drive over there. I'm like, dude, I picked the box up. It's like 35 pounds. I'm like, yo, what is going on? This guy just sent me a fucking bomb or something. So I pick it up, put it in my car, drive it. I crack it open. Obviously, you've seen the unboxing. I told, like, when I was telling Rev, like, he couldn't believe it, bro. Like, dude, this dude, I honestly, like, he has Game Pass.
I said, be skeptical, man. This guy might want to suck your dick. Just watch
Like what if he sent you a giant box of
Blizzard lamb?
Rev's got to come along and just fuck all the shine up. Just stick him like.
Nah, you know what?
You never know. I'm not saying that he does. I'm just saying when Blaze told me, that was my initial reaction.
Gay.
Right. Nah, but
in the fuck.
Tell me, man, dude. That's. I looked up some of these parts, bro. That's ridiculous, bro. It's like, dude. This guy will never pay for another game again. Trust me, he's good for a long time, bro. Trust me, he's all set. He ain't playing for no more games. I already told him. Like, but like, yo, I gotta salute that. You kidding me, bro? Like, that's crazy.
No, that's good. He's a cool cat. You'll end up paying for the PC anyways with all the games you get him.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so it'll work itself out.
For sure. But I don't touch my PlayStation no more. I haven't. I really haven't played.
I don't want to hear all that shit.
Dude, I will when Destiny
you will
comes
again
out.
Because consoles is where the ease of use is at, and the PC will come up with several problems that you're just going to say.
You're not going to see that. You still get that in the consoles too. Fucking Red Ring of Death, all that bullshit. Consoles.
Oh, stop! That hasn't happened.
Same fucking shit.
Red Ring of Death, dude. That was like
back
10
in the
years
day.
ago.
Back in the day, that was the last generation. You just had to deal with
Yes,
that.
that was like fucking 2005, dude.
El Presido's video
Well,
on
10
Red
years
Ring
ago,
Death
bro.
is
Hey, my pro's been running strong, bro, since day one.
Dude, my pro, I got no problem. Dude, all I'm saying is, dude, it's hard to go, like, dude, it's just the frame rate difference and then just the visuals. It's just a different ball game, bro. Like,
I think this is when you want to play an online game, the community, bro. That's why I'm on console.
Bro, I was playing, I got to say, CSGO, Counter-Strike, bro, it was filled. There was like 20,000 people on at 11 o'clock at night. It was like
You're getting
ridiculous.
your ass handed to you, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
and I will
that's
say
the
that.
reason why I don't like PC.
Yeah, you get like I was playing with Blaze in Counter-Strike, and he was like, "I just got fucked," and I was like, "Yeah, dude, did you see where it was from?" He's like, "No." I said, "Welcome to PC gaming."
Yeah, fuck that.
I wanted to use a controller, and he told me not to. He's like, "Dude, don't use a controller." I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah, you can't, bro.
You can't, bro. You
can,
think,
because
you
Gotti
think
did it
you
with
got wrecked
Battlefield.
worse? You think you got wrecked bad in CS:GO with a mouse and keyboard? You're gonna get fucked.
Gotti, did
No
you not
loot.
shit on dudes with Battlefield with
I can compete in Battlefield, but that's different, man. That's CS:GO. That's more fast twitch.
It's a nightmare, dude.
It's
It's nightmare fuel. I got 800 hours in that game. I'm telling you, you're not gonna play the game with a controller.
Yeah,
you'll be good on Battlefield 1 though, Blaze, with a controller. Feels like it does on console.
But Rev,
All right,
you were right, man.
Let's wrap this up, man. Let's do our outros. Let's go from right to left. Let's go.
That's not me on the right.
Hey, see you later.
For everybody.
Dumar's is done. He's
Blaze.
fucking out of here.
He's out of here.
Blaze.
Yo, it's your boy Blaze. Appreciate you guys coming out. Later.
Grim Glenn.
Nice one. Bye.
Got it.
Gotti 360. Check me on YouTube.
Alex.
Press Start Podcast, 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. I'll be on there. Check out my YouTube channel. Oh no, it's Alex
Hey.
with 2 X's.
Don't plug other podcasts on here,
I'm
boy.
plugging my podcast. It's my fucking podcast.
Plug whatever the fuck you want. Jay.
Jay Fonzarelli. You can find me on Twitter under the same name or here on YouTube, Everything According to Me, and GRG Podcast Friday nights, 1 p.m. Eastern.
Blank picture. Josh.
Take it easy, fellas.
Mind blown movement. What's going on, my man? Okay. Good podcast, guys. I'm going to put everybody's channel link in the description. Check this out. Blaze, sub to Blaze's channel.
Yes.
I'm going to send him a package. Matter of fact, I've already sent the package. It's going to be real interesting to see what the reveal is come tomorrow. You're getting the package tomorrow, right, Blaze?
Yeah, it says it's in transit and it should be here tomorrow.
That's right. It is a mystery package.
How big?
How it is. All
I
different.
know what it is.
Weighs
It's gonna be a
8
big
pounds.
dildo.
I know
Weighs
what that
8 pounds.
motherfucker is. I bet I can guess what that shit
Nah,
is.
don't guess. Don't say anything.
I'm not, but I
okay?
bet you I can guess.
So
All right.
if you want to see the mystery reveal, people, go sub to my man Blaze. Okay?
It's a copy of Brokeback Mountain.
Rev, I'm
That's
Rev.
dumb. He already owns that.
How thick is that package? How
He's
thick is
watched
big
it in
package.
4K.
Is it a thick package?
It's a big
Oh,
package,
man.
I think.
Is it
Send
big?
the
Is it
picture.
thick?
It's 8 pounds.
It's 8 pounds, Rev. The
Fuck.
big.
This is
Rev.
getting so fucking gay.
Yeah,
Rev, I hope
leave it
Rev.
to Alex. Leave it to the Mario player. All right, everybody in the comment sections, appreciate y'all coming out. Everybody in the podcast, good deal. All right, let's cut this bullshit.
Bullshit.
Later.